Hello and welcome back to WION The World is One. I'm Kanishka Sarkar and this is Speed News. Let's get started with all the stories that are making headlines at this hour. US President Donald Trump has announced a major campaign of economic warfare and isolation against Iran. He has threatened tremendous economic consequences for countries providing Tehran with financial or economic lifelines. He warned against activities including oil smuggling, cash transfers, exchange houses, and front companies. The announcement came as the war approached its sixth month, with shipping through the Strait of Hormuz still severely disrupted. Trump also called on US allies to join Washington in isolating Iran. US President Donald Trump has said that the Strait of Hormuz remains open with lots of boats passing through. Trump's remarks came amid renewed tensions with Iran as shipping operators have slowed transits through the key waterway. He also said the United States had very draconian sanctions in place against Iran, adding that the situation would be monitored closely. The Israeli military has admitted that its troops fired on a car carrying 5-year-old Hind Rajab in Gaza in 2024 and has ordered a criminal investigation into her death. Hind Rajab was found dead days after she made a desperate emergency call following an attack on her family's car. 6 relatives and 2 Palestinian Red Crescent paramedics sent to rescue her were also killed. UK has summoned Israel's Gaza affair and has demanded an immediate halt to a major West Bank settlement project. The move followed Israel's decision to open bids for more than 1,200 homes in the E1 area, east of Jerusalem. British Foreign Minister called the project unacceptable and destructive, warning that it could undermine the possibility of a two-state solution. Britain also said it would consider sanctions against people involved in Israeli settlement expansion. The E1 plan envisages around 3,400 homes and has faced widespread international opposition. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that a clear message has been sent to Turkey following the aerial strike on the airbase in northern Syria on Wednesday. Netanyahu added that they would not tolerate a Turkish military entrenchment as it threatens Israel furthermore. Prime Minister Netanyahu has claimed that Turkey is planning to establish a military presence in Syria. He added that the country had to carry out the aerial assault after Ankara did not heed to Israel's warnings. Prince Harry and his family are reportedly set to move back to Britain this month, 6 years after stepping down from royal duties and relocating to the United States. Harry and his wife Meghan are expected to return from California with their children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, for an extended stay. Their children are reportedly expected to begin school in Britain in September, and according to media reports, the couple will not return to royal duties or live in a royal residence, and their status as non-working royals will remain unchanged. The move comes amid years of strain between Harry and the royal family. Last month, the family visited Britain, where King Charles met his grandchildren for the first time since 2022. India has rejected reports of a Chinese intrusion along the undemarcated Himalayan border. Union Minister Kiran Rijiju dismissed claims that Chinese troops penetrated deep into Arunachal Pradesh following concerns raised by the Congress party. The minister said that the border remains undemarcated and that differences over its alignment can lead to misunderstandings. He also said that India is strengthening infrastructure and patrolling capabilities along the frontier. At least 6 people were killed and 23 others injured in the latest wave of overnight Russian attacks on Ukraine's capital, Kyiv. Residential buildings were damaged with floors collapsing and people trapped inside, as Moscow intensified its long-range attacks. Blasts were heard across Kyiv around midnight after Ukraine's Air Force warned of incoming ballistic missiles. The strikes also damaged a medical facility and an educational institution in the capital, according to Ukrainian authorities. US President Donald Trump said he expected to meet North Korean leader Kim Jong-un later this year, possibly during his planned November visit to China. He also estimated that North Korea possessed 57 nuclear warheads. Trump said he believed North Korea would remain stable as long as the United States had a capable president. Seven people, including 5 US citizens and Ecuador's intelligence chief, were killed when a tourist helicopter crashed in Kenya's Samburu County on Wednesday. The helicopter was flying toward Luisaba Conservancy, a wildfire reserve and safari destination in northern Kenya, when it crashed, according to a preliminary police report. While the cause of the crash is under investigation, difficult terrain and a fire at the crash site complicated search and recovery operations. Heavy rains have disrupted access to Machu Picchu in Peru as the country braces for an intense El Nino season. Authorities in Cusco have closed the INCA trail until August 22nd, following rising water levels, flooding and landslides. The heavy rainfall has also triggered landslides and road closure in parts of southern Peru. Peru's weather service said that the rains have been intensified by warm sea temperatures associated with El Nino. The weather has also caused flooding, damage to infrastructure and disruptions to transport and daily life in several parts of the country. Burnt trucks were seen blocking roads in Michoacan in Mexico, following a wave of violence and shootings across the state. Footage from La Piedad showed several burnt vehicles blocking the La Piedad and Zamora highway. Local reports say that at least 5 roadblocks were set up in different areas, disrupting traffic across the region. The unrest followed the arrest of 9 suspected members of a criminal group linked to the Jalisco New Generation cartel. According to authorities, Mexican security forces were also deployed to clear the blocked highways and restore traffic. Colombia's President Abelardo de la Espriella said that the death toll from a powerful earthquake had risen to 314. The 7.4 magnitude quake struck southwestern and central Colombia more than a week ago. The disaster affected more than 262,000 people, destroyed over 30,000 homes, and damaged hundreds of buildings. The earthquake's epicenter was reported near San Jose del Palmar in Choco, with damage extending to several cities. Bangladesh lawmakers are set to vote today to elect the country's 23rd president in the first contested presidential election in 35 years. Ruling BNP candidate Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir is facing his opposition candidate Colonel Oli Ahmed, who is backed by a Jamaat-led 11-party alliance. A total of 349 members of parliament are eligible to cast their ballots in an open vote. With the BNP holding a clear majority in parliament, Fakhrul is widely expected to win the vote. The last contested presidential election was held in 1991, and since then, presidents have been elected unopposed. The new president is expected to take the oath of office on Friday. India has removed unauthorized structures outside Pakistan's High Commission in New Delhi. The move came days after Pakistan dismantled parking poles outside India's mission in Islamabad. The tit-for-tat action came amid strained bilateral ties between the two nuclear neighbors. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and TVK Chief C. Joseph Vijay has warned that he would expose the corruption-related charges of the previous DMK government during a heated discussion over alleged irregularities in road-laying works. A ruckus erupted between the TVK and DMK legislators in the Tamil Nadu Assembly. In an intense war of words, both members of the ruling TVK and the opposition DMK traded several allegations. Following this, Chief Minister Vijay intervened in the proceedings and said that he has files connected to corruption charges from the previous DMK regime on his desk. Vijay added that he would reveal those files at an appropriate time. BJP President Nitin Abin has criticized the Congress party over its decision to sing only 2 stanzas of the national song Vande Mataram at party events. Abin accused the opposition party of appeasement politics and called it the New Muslim League. His remarks came amid a political debate over the rendition of Vande Mataram at Congress events. France recorded an estimated 1,243 excess deaths during the heat wave that lasted from July 3rd to 22nd. According to health officials, most of these deaths involved people aged 75 and above, who are more vulnerable to extreme heat. Officials also reported excess deaths among younger age groups, particularly people aged 45 and above, reflecting the intensity and wide geographic reach of the heat wave. France had already experienced 2 other heat waves this year, with around 230 excess deaths reported in late May and about 5,600 between June 17th and July 2nd. Honduras has placed around 80% of the country on drought alert as a strong El Niño weather pattern intensifies shortages. Dry reservoirs and a lack of rain have affected harvests, while livestock have also died from lack of water. Authorities say that more than half of the country's municipalities are facing a water or drought emergency. In the country's capital, residents are storing water at home as the city faces severe shortages. On to some business and market updates. Oil prices extended gains for a 5th straight session after US President Donald Trump unveiled a fresh set of measures aimed at crippling Iran's economy. Brent, the global oil benchmark, climbed above $92 a barrel after rising more than 5% over the previous 4 sessions. Trump's announcement came a day after the United Arab Emirates severed economic ties with Iran, accusing Iran of launching ballistic missiles at its territories. The UAE serves as a major financial and commercial hub for Iranian businesses and individuals, and the move is expected to deepen Iran's economic isolation. Asian markets opened higher, with the Kospi up over 6.5% and the Nikkei 225 index up nearly 1%. Asian markets are tracking Wall Street's gains as the Treasury's buyback announcement helped ease the bond market pressure that had weighed on risk assets earlier in the week. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index is up over 1% overnight. On the Wall Street, Moderna shares surged 176% after positive late-stage trial results for melanoma vaccine developed with Merck. Meanwhile, Trump paused a threatened 50%. Trump has paused a threatened 50% tariff on Canadian goods for 3 days following 11th hour trade talks with Ottawa. U.S. government debt has eclipsed $40 trillion. Years of escalating budget deficits pushed higher by stimulus funding during the COVID pandemic have seen the public share of the debt near 100%. 10 years ago, this debt level was at $19.4 trillion. The size of the debt and the speed at which it is rising is cause of concern, according to experts. The national debt rose to $1 trillion in just the past 5 months, according to the Treasury Department data. And the federal government's spending continues to outpace the revenue it collects, which means that the United States is digging itself into an ever deeper debt hole. Semiconductor shipments continue to power Japan's exports in July, helping clock the fastest growth since October 22. Exports growth accelerated for a 5th straight month. Shipments of semiconductor equipment posted a massive 49% jump in value, reflecting continued demand boosted by the artificial intelligence boom. The benchmark Nikkei 225 gained 0.64% after the data release, while the yen weakened 0.11% against the dollar. India has tightened sugar stock holding limits as prices climbed to record levels ahead of the country's festive season. Dealers who use more than 10 metric tons of sugar a month are to keep inventories for no longer than 15 days. The new restriction will take effect from September 1st and remain in place until November 30th. Sugar demand in India, the world's biggest consumer, typically rises between August and November as festivals drive purchases by households and bulk users. Sugar remains politically sensitive in India because of its widespread consumption, particularly during the festive period, and its importance in household food spending. On to developments from the world of tech. Chinese firms are deploying humanoid robots to assist traffic police with routine tasks and hazardous duties. The robots can direct traffic, guide the public, and help officers during extreme weather conditions. Developers say that the machines are designed to handle repetitive tasks, allowing police to focus on accidents, disputes, and emergency response. The technology was showcased at the World Robot Conference in Beijing as China expands the use of AI-powered robots in public services. OpenAI will start showing ads to ChatGPT users in Europe from August 24th, expanding its advertising program beyond the United States. The ads will appear for users of the free ChatGPT services and Go subscribers who pay €8 a month. The expansion will cover 31 European countries, giving advertisers a new way to reach people using ChatGPT to search, compare, and make decisions. OpenAI says its premium subscription services will remain ad-free, while ads will be clearly labeled and kept separate from ChatGPT's answers. Europe's AI data center developers are moving towards less traditional locations away from major cities, where land and energy can be cheaper and power connections can be faster. Data analyzed by JLL for Reuters shows that new data centers are expected to come online between 2026 and 2028. They will be more than 3 times farther from major cities than projects built in the previous 3 years. The average distance from a major city hub is expected to rise to 175 kilometers, compared with 46 kilometers for projects delivered between 2022 and 2025. A new study has found that college students who blindly copy AI-generated answers may become less confident and less motivated to learn on their own. Researchers from Zhonghu Normal University in China studied 487 graduate students from 4 universities in Henan province. The study looked specifically at students who use generative AI without checking the information, thinking critically, or trying to understand the answers. The researchers found that this kind of thoughtless AI use was associated with weaker self-confidence in learning and lower motivation. On to sports updates now. Lakshya Sen suffered a shock exit at Badminton World Championship in New Delhi. The 2021 bronze medalist lost to tournament debutant Tan in a 73-minute thriller. 18-year-old Tan, who is currently ranked 92, came from behind to stun the 14th-seeded Indian 19-21, 21-19 and 21-17. Lakshya's ouster means that Ayush Shetty is the only Indian remaining in the men's singles draw. Formula One team Williams confirmed that Carlos Sainz has signed a contract extension with the constructors. Sainz has joined the teammate Alexander Albon in extending his stay with the team for the 2027 season. Williams believed that Sainz's decision reflects his faith in the team's long-term goal to fight at the front of the F1 grid. Sainz finished his first season with Williams securing 2 podiums as Williams claimed 5th spot in the Constructors' Championship, their best result since 2017. Williams currently sits 9th among 11 teams in the F1 Constructors' Championship with just 11 points. Now, Sainz joined Williams ahead of the 2025 season after he was replaced by Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari. On to updates from the world of entertainment now. Beninese music icon Angelique Kidjo has made history in Hollywood. She is now the first black African performer to receive a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. The 5-time Grammy winner was honored for her 4-decade career. Kidjo has worked with global stars including Alicia Keys, Bono and John Legend. She said the star represents her belief that the world is one big family. Actor William Dafoe and Recording Academy Chief Harvey Mason Jr. also praised her work and activism. Woody Harrelson has received the honorary Heart of Sarajevo Award at the Sarajevo Film Festival. The 3-time Oscar nominee returned to Bosnian capital 30 years after filming Welcome to Sarajevo. Harrelson looked back on how much the city has changed since his first visit. He also thanked the people of Sarajevo for the honor. The festival was founded in 1995 during the siege of the city. BTS turned a concert in Texas into a memorable moment for a young fan battling cancer. Band member Jimin came down from the stage during the Arlington show and hugged Olivia, who attended the concert through a charity program. He also gave her a toy. This emotional moment inspired BTS fans known as ARMY to donate around $55,000 to the charity supporting children and families affected by cancer. Vin Diesel has revealed when the final Fast and Furious film will begin shooting. Speaking at the franchise's 25th anniversary screening, Diesel said that Fast Forever is expected to start filming in December. He also opened up about the emotional script, saying he cried while reading it after 4 years of development. The 11th and final film in the franchise is scheduled to hit theaters on March 17, 2028. And that's all the time that we have in this edition of Speed News. I'm Kanishka Sarkar. Thank you for watching. Time now for a very short break. WION will be right back with more news and developments on the other side.